And this can't be a black movie. This movie can't be dismissed because of its cast or its audience. This movie can't be a metaphor for black people and extinction. This movie can't be about race. This movie can't cause black people pain or be about black pain. This movie can't be about a long history of having a long history with hurt. This movie can't be about race. No chicken jokes in this movie. No bullet holes in the heroes, and nobody kills the black boy, and nobody kills the black boy, and nobody kills the black boy for once. Nobody kills the black boy besides. The only reason I want to make this is for the first scene anyway. The little boy on the bus playing with his toy dinosaur, his eyes wide and endless, his dreams possible and pulsing. And right there,
do you believe that you've done anything to create a tone where this kind of violence would be encouraged?
I hope not. I truly hope not.
Get that guy out of here. Get him out of here.
In the good old days, this doesn't happen because they used to treat them very, very rough. And when they protested once, they would not do it again so easily. In the good old days, they'd rip him out of that seat so fast. I'd like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you. All right, yeah, get him out. Try not to hurt him. If you do, I'll defend you in court. Don't worry about it. I love the old days. You know what they used to do to guys like that when they were in a place like this? They'd be carried out on a stretcher, folks. All right, get him out of here, please. Get him out.
Get him out of here.
Knock the crap out of him, would you? Seriously. Okay? Just knock the hell. So much fun. I love it. I love it. We having a good time? USA, USA.
Protests turned violent in Charlottesville, Virginia on Saturday as white supremacists clashed with counter-demonstrators and a car plowed into a crowd of anti-racist and anti-fascist protesters. Here is what we know. According to the Al Jazeera website, this is what happened and when. What happened and when is when a Unite the Right rally was planned on Saturday, August 12th, to protest against the removal of the statue of Confederate icon General Robert E. Lee. It was described as one of the largest white supremacist events in recent U.S. history and was organized by Jason Kessler, a former journalist and a member of the Proud Boys, an alternative nationalist group. The day before, on Friday, marchers descended on the University of Virginia carrying torches and yelling slogans like "White Lives Matter" and "Blood and Soil." Protesters gathered again on Saturday and clashed with counter-demonstrators. At 11:28 a.m., a local state of emergency was declared by the city of Charlottesville and the county of Marlborough. At 1:42 p.m., a speeding car rammed into anti-racist protesters, killing 32-year-old Heather Hare and injuring at least 19 others. The speeding car fled the scene but was soon located and stopped by police. James Alex Fields, Jr. of Ohio has been charged with second-degree murder and other counts following the incident. A police helicopter also crashed while en route to the rally on Saturday. Where did this happen? This took place in Charlottesville, a university town of 46,000 people in the state of Virginia in the United States. Charlottesville has become a focal point of resurgent white supremacist movement after officials there vetoed to take down the statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee. In connection with the events at Charlottesville, police made 3 additional arrests. Troy Dunigan, 21, who was charged with disorderly conduct. Jacob L. Smith, 21, was charged with misdemeanor assault and battery, and James M. O'Brien, 41, was charged with carrying a concealed gun. I decided to interview with Kadeem Hall, BSU or Black Student Alliance member chair, to ask him about his interpretation of what happened at Charlottesville.
I see where, again, this is all left to fact, and room for opinion can take us to a point in which the attitude of different parties, the attitude of different individuals that want their agendas to take over can get lost in an argument that says, you know, we all deserve to have our opinions heard when much of this is not up to opinion. There is a side that is wrong, and there is a side that is right. However, going back to my first statement, what we need to look at to move forward effectively is minority affairs in America, the history of how minorities get treated in America, the history of white supremacy in America, what crime really looks like in America, what terrorism really is in America, and what some effective economic, systemic, and legislative changes need to be made. As far as interpreting whether one side was right, whether one side was wrong, there's no room for interpretation. There's just, if we want to look at what the courts did, we can see that some individuals were prosecuted for certain things, and we can leave that there. Making that something to interpret lessens the value of conversation, because it makes our opinions that can be wrong seem as if we can go over what is actually true.
So, do you have any comments about what the president said, his response? You know, a lot of news outlets had issue with him taking response late after, 2 days after. Any comments about that?
My comments regarding the president are, I'm not surprised. I mean, I don't really want to invest my time and energy to extend his platform and perpetuate the image that his followers believe that the people that don't believe in him have. Clearly, his response to things like football and calling people expletives can be quick. Clearly, his response to social issues, and not even social issues that relate to lives, social issues that relate to things that are just fun. Attacking people for how they dress, what they look like, calling people criminals, calling fake news fake. He can use his platform to do these things, but when it comes to using his platform to address hurricane victims, or, well, not hurricane victims, but addressing those affected by a hurricane, when addressing issues such as people dying due to white supremacy groups, it's one, slower, and two, a lot more soft, and if not rewarding, because you can positively speak on individuals on both sides. My response is just,
How does it make you feel?
I don't see why that's relevant. I mean, if we're gonna bring this to a point where my voice and what I have to say comes to how I feel, a lot of the people that have power to make things change, or my route, what I want to do in the world, my feelings don't matter. And I say that because my message, the reason why I am a social activist, the reason why I do so much to deconstruct systematic oppression is not because of my feelings. It's because of what I know is injustice and consistent wrongdoings by the systems in this country. My feelings are irrelevant. If I love the president, if I hated him, he's a terrible president, regardless of how I feel about it. So with the question on how I feel about it, that's irrelevant.
We condemn in the strongest possible terms this egregious display of hatred, bigotry, and violence on many sides. On many sides. It's been going on for a long time in our country. Not Donald Trump, not Barack Obama. This has been going on for a long, long time. It has no place in America. What is vital now is a swift restoration of law and order and the protection of innocent lives. No citizen should ever fear for their safety and security in our society, and no child should ever be afraid to go outside and play or be with their parents and have a good time. I just got off the phone with the governor of Virginia, Terry McAuliffe, and we agreed that the hate and the division must stop, and must stop right now. We have to come together as Americans with love for our nation and true affection, really, and I say this so strongly, true affection for each other. We have so many incredible things happening in our country. So when I watch Charlottesville, to me it's very, very sad. I want to salute the great work of the state and local police in Virginia, incredible people, law enforcement, incredible people, and also the National Guard. They've really been working smart and working hard. They've been doing a terrific job. Federal authorities are also providing tremendous support to the governor. He thanked me for that. And we are here to provide whatever other assistance is needed. We are ready, willing, and able. Above all else, we must remember this truth. No matter our color, creed, religion, or political party, we are all Americans first. We love our country. We love our God. We love our flag. We're proud of our country.
People have many misconceptions about social justice, Black Lives Matter and White Lives Matter, and other social movement groups. However, there is a distinctive right and wrong on history, and we have to be the ones to decide which one we are willing to participate in. Thank you for watching my documentary.